Hello everyone. So this is kind of like a impromptu video that I wasn't planning on doing, but I've jumped the queue on my lineup for the freeze dryer. A lot of things are happening in the world today, and I don't want to sound alarmist or anything, but my gut, my eyeballs, and my ears are saying we need to pay attention to what's going on. I was listening to a national talk radio show guy, I won't say the name, who broadcasts on the radio, and he's a rancher. And he was talking about this severe drought we're going through right now out west. And he is finding it hard to feed his cattle. So hard that he considered slaughtering a lot of what he had, a portion of what he had, just so that he could feed the rest. And meat processing plants are booked for a year. You have to book a year in advance to process your beef, from what he said on the radio. And ranchers are having to ship in feed for their cattle for from hundreds of miles, and it's just not cost effective. They can't do it. The radio host has considered, that it might come to a point real soon, rather than watch his herd starve to death, they might have to start slaughtering their own cattle and burying them, because there's no one to process the beef. He was so serious about it that he offered a portion of his herd to charity if someone could take his beef, slaughter it, and donate the meat from the slaughter, from the processing, to charity. To me, that's a lot of alarm bells going off. So I got thinking, I do a lot of nice, neat, fun, sweet stuff, and I'm going to continue doing that. But I was at Walmart yesterday, and the meat shelves, they weren't empty, but they weren't packed full. And I thought, well, I need some beef with protein that's going to provide the nutrients I need, and it's something that's affordable right now. I work construction, and construction's very slow. And now we're talking about things might be coming up soon where we might even have another shutdown. Who knows? That'll make things even worse. So anyway, I bought 2 bags of the Walmart brand beef patties, pre-frozen. They were sold out of the 85-15, so I had to go down to the 80-20. And I bought 2 bags of those, which is 24 patties. And I figure if there's 2 of us in the family here, me and my brother, 24 patties would be 12 days worth of, at least some protein if we each had a hamburger each. So that's the route I went. What I did was I grilled these hamburgers on the grill. That way most of the fat that's in that is going to drift off, obviously. And I thought I'd give it a little try with just melting this cheese on the top to finish them off. Now, I don't know how that's going to rehydrate. In my mind, the worst case scenario is going to happen is when I rehydrate the burger, the cheese is just going to turn to slush and, not be very cheesy. And the best case scenario is maybe the cheese won't even absorb or rehydrate that much, and then we'll have that nice cheese flavor on top of the beef burger. So that's what I did. Grilled them up. Now I did a big no-no when you're grilling burgers, which is squish all the patties and squish the grease and juice out, which will make them kind of dry. But obviously you don't want the fat in there, so you can get as long a term as you can out of it. So anyway, I fried those up, and when I trayed them up here, I put a liner of paper towel underneath, laid out my hamburgers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a layer of paper towels over the top as well. So when these freeze dry, any of that loose grease, or hopefully a majority of that, will just get absorbed in the paper towel. I've done that before with other things, and it seems to work pretty good. Pretty well. Oops. All right. So I'm putting these grates on there like that. I got these grates from frozenright.com, and they're pretty cool. I mean, they'd be great for, like, if you were doing herbs. You could lay your herbs out, put a grate on it, put another layer of herbs, put a grate on it. You can get probably two or three layers of herbs. But it also works very well for what I'm using here, just to hold that paper towel down. So I'm going to fire up Big Red. We're going to get this in. I'll put this video out of sequence. I'm working on a Mills and a Mylar bag, and it's going to be Salisbury steak. I was going to kind of keep it a secret, but I've been dragging this out forever. I've got done the corn, the mashed potatoes, the Salisbury steak, which when I do the video, I'll show you the recipe I use for the Salisbury steak. Today I'm going to put in the mushroom gravy, and that'll finish off. I got a dessert too. I'm going to put the strawberry chocolate squares that I made. I'm going to put those in. So as a dessert. So that's pretty much ready to go after the gravy today. But I want to get this video out because, you know, when things do turn, if they do turn, it's going to be quick. You'll go go to bed one night and there's stuff in the stores, and the next day you'll go to get something and it'll all be gone. Because word will get out and people will just hoard it. They'll go grab everything and it'll be gone. So I don't want to be frightening, or they got a word for that, you know. I can't think of what it is right off the top of my mind, but alarmist. I don't want to be an alarmist, but I do want you to be aware of the situation around you and put some thought into putting some substantial protein and calories away, as well as the stuff that we all enjoy, but, you know, we need to think along that line. So anyway, so I'll thank you for just taking the time out to watch this video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.